So my name is Scott Steiger, and I'm the admissions associate for boarding at St. George's School in Vancouver, Canada. St. George's is an all-boys school. We're a preeminent institution with a 95-year history. Our makeup of our senior campus is 750 students, of which we have about 90 students in our boarding program. So we have about 20 countries that are representative of our boarding community. This is called West Point Grey. We are surrounded by forest. It's a beautiful neighborhood. I think Korean families should know how safe the community is, how diverse Vancouver as a city is. Very much like Korea, like environment's very clean. Temperature is very similar. And as I mentioned, we have ocean, we have mountains, forests. Yeah, so St. George's believes very strongly in character education. We want boys to come and we want fine young men to graduate. So we have values such as empathy and humility and responsibility, respect, resilience. That is, I think, our ultimate goal as a school, right? Is to produce fine young men to the world after graduation. Having gone to a co-ed school myself, there's lots of distraction, right? When you're at a co-ed. So I think for boys to have an opportunity to be boys, they are able to take programs or courses at St. George's that they may not otherwise take at a co-ed school. For example, we have a very popular ceramics program. Opportunities to learn how to cook, to learn how to sew, to learn, clay making, pottery making, and many other course offerings that we have. There's a greater willingness and desire for boys to do that when the girls aren't around. From academics, we are an AP school. Even as a grade 10 student, we can tailor the education for that grade 10 student. So if they are excelling in a certain subject, we can offer them grade 11, offer them grade 12, even offer them university. So there's really no limit. The degree of education. I mean, we have 15 dedicated counselors assigned to each student. So in 2025, last summer, we produced 173 grads. Of those grads, they received 1,011 offers. So if you do the math, each boy got about an average of 4 offers. And 161 institutions gave those offers. We have a vice principal for health and wellness. Every 2 weeks, everyone at the school gets an email. And the vice principal of wellness asks us, hey, do you know anybody that's maybe going through a hard time right now? And we can anonymously, without them knowing, we can let the wellness team know. St. George's has clinical counselors. We have psychologists, we have nurses, we have a doctor. So, for example, clubs. We have a Korean boy coming in and he is intermediate high level of Taekwondo, for example, and we don't have Taekwondo. We will match that boy with an instructor, and that boy can create and help lead or manage his own club. So we give the boys opportunities to be leaders. And then there's a few things we need to collect, including report card. Students do an SSAT. The students need to ask a teacher at school for a character reference. And one of my most favorite things, and it sounds the scariest for families, is I do a family interview. So if we identify that the boy is needing some support, to, with fluency or writing or whatever, in addition to the regular courses, they can take English enrichment. There's always limited seats available every year. It's very important to not wait. Apply early, because between September and December, sometimes 50% of the seats are gone.